Well, hello. So today I thought it would be the perfect day to do a tour of our kids' basement playroom, aka the kid cave, because it is clean down here for the most part. I did just spend an hour in here vacuuming. This place gets so dirty. So with that being said, it is not perfect down here by all means. We still have a bunch of projects we want to get done, but we've been utilizing the space for about 6 months or so now. The dream is to get down here and make it a bedroom. It'd be like a fourth bedroom because we actually have like a little shower over there. But anyway, so this idea came about one Saturday morning when my husband and I were trying to get some sleep. And of course our kids were up running around, throwing their toys, being loud. So I was like, you know what? We've got the basement usable. Let's just go downstairs and make them a playroom. And this is the result. We had so much fun putting this together. And since this was put together 6 months ago, things have came and gone, especially like their art supplies. Of course, little kids and art supplies don't really mix well. So with that being said, we're going to turn around and take a tour. Okay, so bear with me. It is a little dusty since I vacuumed, but this is their little corner. And then this is like the right side of our basement. I'll do a little turn. My dishwasher, I need to get hooked up, but we have this fireplace down here. We have a shirt shoved up there because there's a hole there. We're going to cement that. But the big dream is to redo this fireplace. I don't know what happened here. I believe a bunch of teenagers came down here when our house sat empty and just did whatever the crap they wanted to do, because I've covered it up a little bit, but you can see there's some graffiti and crap down here. I need to get more paint and finish covering that up. Some goals. This stuff has gotten moldy because our basement sat wet. So we want to take all this stuff down and put up drywall, Durock actually, I think, because it's more mold resistant. So all this is going to come down eventually, along with that piece right there. I have been doing gray Drylock. If you don't know what Drylock is, that's supposed to keep your basement locked tight from moisture for about 15 years. There is places I need to get in here and continue doing that. I ran out of Drylock because that stuff is expensive and it's also thick, so it doesn't go very far. Another goal would be to get down here and redo the floor, level it out, and maybe put some linoleum, or maybe even just kind of a garage floor down here. Over here is just a little storage corner. We did go through and kills the ceiling paneling. But I think eventually the plan is to go ahead and replace all of this. And then our basement is a walkout basement. I'm actually expecting the HVAC guy right now, so that's why it's unlocked. But to take cautions with our children going outside, we have the bottom lock here, and then we have this lock, and we insert this little tool in there, like so. All right, and then this side of the basement is not as pretty, but it's where our laundry and stuff is. All right, so, and then there's some stuff that needs to be taken off. This vacuum cleaner needs to go to the dump. We store our strollers that we could probably just go ahead and get rid of on this table. This table needs to go. This bike, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, so back to the kid cave. We will start over here with their little activity center. So in front of the activity center, we do have this little car rug. We got this from Walmart for around 20 bucks. It's little 3 by 5, I believe. And then on this little cube here, we have some of their favorite toys. we just keep them up here. They're their little army base. And they call this another army base, but it's like some sort of Jurassic Park toy thing. They keep their remote right here, and then these are just some play words and stuff that they play school with. We do homeschool, so anytime they want to play school, that helps. And this bin down here, we have this little balloon toy thing that they got for Christmas. You pump balloons up, and then they make like this crab walk. They make this car zoom. So that's a neat little thing. In here, they have some coloring books. They have like a Christmas one and a Halloween one, and then some construction paper that is not in the best condition because they have got in here and pulled it out, crumpled it up, and destroyed it. Over here in this little Dollar Tree caddy, they had a lot more than this. My phone is having a hard time focusing. But they have pencils and colored pencils and one broken crayon. We're just gonna go ahead and take that out. Like I said, kids and art supplies, they don't last long, but my husband and I got a little excited. So down here, they have this thing of wooden blocks. And then they also have these little drawing pads they learn to write and stuff with. And then over here, they have this bucket of magnetic letters. And then they also have some random puzzle pieces in there as well. And they've already broke my bin. Figures. All right. Now panning over here to the right, we do have this pretty decent sized tent. We actually just used this to do a theater camp out. That was pretty fun. That's going to be in some footage coming up in another video. We have my old yoga mat just for them to kind of help with keeping their socks and stuff clean. And then we have this bigger little road mat for them to use their cars on. This was like $30 at Ross. Burlington. It does have a little slit in it. We didn't realize it till we bought it, but it looks like they kind of nicked it when they were opening the box with the little box cutter, but it's fine. You can kind of tell right here what I'm talking about. It is like a kind of a plastic, pretty easy to clean material. This door right here is ugly. It needs to come down, and we're going to do a new one, but that just leads to the side where the HVAC and our laundry stuff is. They do have a little TV on this wall right here. Again, needs to be painted, but it's probably coming down anyway. And then to help keep an eye on this rowdy bunch, we do have a camera up here in the corner for extra monitoring. We got these little stepping stones from Walmart for 20 bucks, I believe, the same day we actually got that rug. I told them this would be cool to play Flora's Lava with, but I think the favorite game to do with these is actually pick them up and throw them as far as you can, because I've heard them go beat, bang, boom all day long with these. Then here we just have their little toy bin. All of the boys' toys are down here in this bin. Judiana's toys are still in her room. And then we have this chair and table set for them to utilize for their crafts and drawing and stuff. And then under it, I just have this rug. All right, spinning on around. We do have this teepee that I think they went ahead and broke, but I just leaned it in that corner. It's fine. They still play with it. They have a Big Joe for sitting and watching TV. And then they have this rocking chair. And that is pretty much it for this space. I hope you guys enjoyed this little kid cave tour. There probably will be more to add here. We do want to build onto this space, but it will probably be later on in the summer when we do that. Once everybody's out of school, I'm in college, the kids are homeschooling. So when we have more time to build down here and that kind of thing, we will do that. And of course, I will show you the updates. I did want to take you over here and show you the shower real fast. I may have mentioned it in a video already, but just in case I haven't or you're new here. So this is the shower we have down here. We added this little motion sensor light. We need to take all this paneling off. We started back here. We need to get back here and get the glue off. So yeah, it's a lot of work to be done down here. We did have this tile cleaned, but it's a basement, so it got dirty fast. This tile is in good condition. You might not can tell right now, but it is, trust me. So this will be another project coming up soon. All right, with that being said, I've got to go start my school. Bye, y'all.